thank you both so much, seriously, for doing this. We're so excited.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm glad that this like came about. It's so funny. Like just you guys were very clever in your reaching us.
Oh my gosh, whenever we had Conan on and had him guess the plot of Cowbells and he guessed it like right away.
Right. Spot
Pretty
on.
funny.
He had never
Pretty
seen it.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Pretty funny. Also means that the poster really did help give you that
Yeah,
story.
It was good
it did.
marketing.
Really
Exactly.
good marketing. The fact that he's never
Yes.
seen it and just nailed it, I'm like, okay, that's impressive.
I think also the
Oh,
only
yeah.
person who could take cowbells and connect it to President Lincoln's assassination. I think the only
Yeah, it's
person
probably
that
the only
could do
one.
that.
Only
Yeah.
one. The
Yeah,
only one.
That
Mm.
killed me.
someone
I
had
don't
to
think
do it.
that's never been done before.
No.
No, and probably won't again.
No.
It's probably
Yeah.
the only time.
We had Stu Krieger on, the writer of Cowbells on, a few months ago, and so he commented and was like, whenever I wrote this movie, I never in a million years would have guessed that this would be the connection that anybody would make to it.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
What a funny man. We haven't seen Stu since he wrote it. Like that's
Oh,
wild.
wow.
It's funny he was on. Yeah.
Oh
Crazy.
my gosh, he's written so many things. Yeah, we just picked his brain.
He had a lot of really nice things to say about writing for you
Oh.
too.
Yeah, he definitely did.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
But okay, first of all, your tour starts Friday. How are we? Let's do a pulse check. How are you guys
Yeah,
doing?
how are we doing? Are we holding it together?
Stressed, I'm not gonna lie. It's very
Stressed.
different. It's very different packing with a child in mind.
Mhm.
As you can see, the little hand. Um, yeah, it's just one of those things where like, yeah, you're just thinking of stuff that you never thought about in the past, and now I have a list that's way longer than it's ever been.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But we're doing good. We're hanging in there. The band sounds great. We get back into rehearsals to kind of prep everything. Yeah, I think it's gonna be awesome.
I'm really, really proud of this show. We've actually been crafting this show since February because we had quite a few one-offs this year, whether it was like a college show or a festival or a private event. So a lot of the music already feels very lived in, which is
Mhm.
great. But knowing that we're like starting the tour in our hometown, we've never really done before. So the first two nights are LA, which I'm thrilled about. I know you guys said you're coming to the second night, right?
Saturday, yeah.
Yeah, Saturday.
Okay. So yeah, the next 3 days is just like buttoning it up and getting in with the band and crew on like final production and lighting. So we'll be in rehearsal for 8 hours a day for the next 3 days, and then that's it, and we're ready to kick it
Then
off.
it's
So
time.
yeah, I feel good. I'm more like anxious, excited than like nervous. Like again, I feel really confident with our live show because we've been touring so long. I think if we
Mhm.
had been touring for as long as we had, I would feel a lot more nervous at this
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
But I feel really good, and these songs feel really great live. So it's going to be a really special tour. Also,
Yeah.
not just sonically, but visually.
Yeah,
Okay.
Mm.
and like I think the fact that we're able to honor Into the Rush in this tour, I think is going to be a special moment for the fans because usually, at least since we've kind of come back to touring, we play songs from the past, but we don't play that many. We usually play like, a couple.
Mhm.
And we're giving the audience so many more songs from that era than we have, in recent tours. So I think it's going to be special to hear them sing these songs with us 20 years later. Now these
Yeah.
songs
Yeah.
have a whole new meaning to us as adult women, to me as a mom. And it's just it's really beautiful to see that music is just more powerful than ever. And I think it's one of those healing tools that we continue to just go back to again and again. And it's just an honor that that this music has really continued to affect people, no matter
Yeah.
their age or, if they were alive even when the music came out. Maybe they were introduced to it through a sibling, or they started dating someone and they were a big Aly AJ fan. Like it's just cool. It's
Mhm.
very cool to see the whole the whole full circle moment of it all.
Oh yeah, because that's such a good point about even the lyrics. Because when we were younger and they come out, when you're a kid, you don't often pick up on the meaning of lyrics or what you guys were
Yeah.
writing about. But then growing up with it, I mean, we rewatch and re-listen for this podcast. It's always what we do because
Sure.
now that we're older, things do have a different meaning, or we'll notice something, or we'll pick up on something. So I'm sure it's been really gratifying for you guys to see the response of 20 years of Into the Rush, and you're reliving it, we're reliving it, and everyone just wants to kind of bring that bubble back and stay in the bubble of
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
listening to the music.
Yeah, because also those are really sweet, simple times, you know,
Mhm.
when you just had less to worry about. You're just a kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think like Ali said, I think those it was simpler times maybe when that record was out because we were all younger, so we were experiencing very different things than we are now. But the music still and the lyrics especially still really resonate with me even as an adult, knowing that we wrote these songs at like 15 and 14 and 13.
Yeah.
And so that's really cool. Like we still love these songs and really appreciate them. And I think they've taken on a new meaning, but they've also brought people back to a safe place that they felt, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh
No,
my gosh.
the day that you guys released the live album of Into the Rush, I had so many errands to run and I just drove around listening to it and just had like a smile on my face the whole time because it just takes you right back
I love
to like
that.
it was whenever you listened to it for the
It is
first time.
crazy how certain albums really are, they're like a time machine. It's
Mhm.
crazy. I mean, I know that there's definitely certain records that make me feel that way too when I put them on. Records that AJ and I listened to as young teens in our bedroom together. Like, yeah, it's very cool. And I'm glad that we were able to release that in commemoration of it being 20 years, and to be able to do that with a live audience was really special. We knew it was coming up, so we wanted to plan it in advance. um and that night was just very, it was very cool, and it was cool to be able to experience it with the band because they didn't know the songs like we knew them. So we gone into the rehearsal room and we worked on them over a few days. But AJ and I were actually like very nervous to play those songs live in a way that we aren't usually nervous going on stage. And I think part of it was just wanting to do justice, for these songs, and wanting to give people a great show. And again, some of those songs we hadn't played in like 15, 20 years or ever played live. So yeah, it was wild.
That's so cool.
Wow. And is there
Yeah.
one that stands out that you guys enjoy performing the most?
I think maybe Rush or Speak for Myself.
Yeah. I think Rush feels really good live. We've
Yeah.
played that one now for years, but that one just feels like really, really right and just like kind of flows really well with the current music. And then I also think some of them surprised us, like Speak for Myself and Sticks and Stones, which were not singles, that I really, really liked live. Yeah. Yeah. Those really felt good. Slow Down, Protecting Me. There's some really sweet moments of songs that didn't have like a moment back then that were just track listings.
I'm so excited to see some of these live because I was at your show at the Greek, what was it, 2 years ago now? And just hearing some of those songs like On the Ride was so fun to listen
I
to.
love that.
That's really sweet. Thank
Yeah,
you.
so
Yeah,
I'm excited to hear more of those.
we're gonna ask fans. There's gonna be like a grouping of songs that every night when we're in each city, we're gonna ask fans which ones they want to hear. Like, well, there's gonna be a couple that we're gonna play every night, and then there's like a grouping of songs that the fans will like kind of choose.
Oh,
So
Oh,
cool.
that's really
Oh, that's so
cool.
fun.
I
yeah,
think because our set list sadly is shorter in LA because of like the curfew of the venue. So we're not able to like have our show as long in LA. It'll be, it's getting cut by like 20 minutes. But
That's so
but
weird.
but we're still playing like the past songs. It's just the show will move along a little quicker. It won't be
Yeah,
quite as much talking as our normal
yeah,
that
set.
makes sense. That
it'll
makes
be it'll
sense.
it'll be snappy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
in and get
You
out.
would you would not think that
Yeah,
LA
as
of
much as
all
we want to be on
places.
stage for, I mean, we want to be on stage for like 2+ hours, but for
Forever.
this show,
Yeah.
it'll be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of odd, but it's just like
Yeah.
union rules.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
What can you do?
It's a
Yeah.
pretty. I will say it's a beautiful venue, so it's worth it.
This is going to be the first show I've seen at the Ford. I've never
Same.
been.
Oh, that's cool.
Cool,
Yeah.
same.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
Same. Okay, great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
our
first show.
our I guess our venue that we see the most shows at would probably be the Bowl and the Greek, most
Same.
likely.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because the bands that play there, they tend to be the ones that we want to see. And then yeah, there's Jack.
Jack.
Jack. Sweet
And
Jack.
so yeah, so we're really looking forward to it. It's beautiful. Really, there's not a bad seat in the house.
That's what it looks
That's
like. Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, we can't wait. And of course, your music kind of brought us here today. But another thing that we touched on was cowbells. Let's just talk about it. What do we need to do to get a cowbells too? Like,
I mean,
what
the
can
fans
we
need to-
do?
The
Can
fans
we
need to
help?
let Disney Plus know that they really want it. Like, I think,
Okay.
of course, it's like it's only in our control so much.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Disney Plus has to be excited about it. I don't know if they think that that's like an important um IP to like, you know, add on to. But I know that it was one of their most successful DComs back in the day. So
Yeah. Yeah, I just remember watching it like over and over because it was back whenever Disney Channel would air the movie and then they'd be on like twice a day.
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Yes. I mean, honestly, I think it would lend itself to a pretty easy sequel 20 years later, and it's having its 20-year anniversary next year, so it'd be fun to like start development as soon as we're back from tour. I mean, honestly, fans are what really make these things happen beyond anyone else. I mean, it sounds
Hmm.
crazy, but that's just how it works now. I mean, there are
Yeah.
fans that have saved shows from being canceled. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I will say, like, if people can get it going online and it becomes a viral subject matter, I think we could see a sequel.
All right,
All
Grace, we're
right, we'll
starting a
start a
petition.
petition. We'll do the whole thing.
Let's do
Get
it.
I've got
started.
it.
We invite it. All I know is Aly and I will show up for sure
Yeah,
on the
Perfect.
creative
That's,
side.
you know
but
what?
down.
That's
also
the most
tech.
We'd be
important
down.
thing.
We'd be down.
We would totally be down for it.
Whenever we had the writer of the movie on, he was telling us that you both were signed on before he even started writing the script. So how did that process work for you both? Did Disney just approach you and say, "Hey, want to do a movie?" and then you figured it out later?
Yeah, I think from what I remember, it was just wanting to attach us to a decom, and I had done one already with Now You See It. And at that point, like obviously our music videos were playing all the time on the channel, and we were
Yeah.
signed at Hollywood. So I think they were just wanting to be further in business with us. At this point, obviously we hadn't even gotten into the realm of the pilot that we eventually shot with them. This
Hmm.
was all pre that. But the story was basically story was created by Matt Dearborn, who kind of comes from the like Even Stevens world, and he was a producer and director on Phil the Future, the second season, and is still someone that we're very close with. And he kind of like got the ball rolling, and then
Okay.
Stu, you know, finished the story.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And you guys, we feel like you both shed the Disney umbrella pretty easily from how it looked. Like from there are more things coming
At least
out
from the
that it's
outside.
right. That's what I mean. From the outside, it looked like a no pun intended for my name, a graceful process.
Yeah.
Was it something that you intentionally did, or did you just kind of find a way to make that transformation to being your own women, your own people, and not be so linked to it for the rest of your lives?
I do think those kind of things are a choice. You know, it's really easy to stay in a zone and a company umbrella that's working, and it was really working at the time for Aly and I. However, we were getting older and we were developing as artists, and it didn't really make sense to continue to stay there year after year. So I do think it was a really natural progression, but it also was intentional. Like I think Aly and I
Hmm.
were really smart about where we wanted to go next as actors and musicians, but at the same time maintained a really good relationship with the people over there. Like we were friends with Rich Ross and Gary Marsh and Bob Iger and Bob Cavallo and people that we actually like at the time knew. And
Mhm.
they've maintained this like support for our music and our acting careers, which is really cool. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think it was definitely intentional, but we also were like, okay, there's no bad blood here. It's just it's time to grow up and move
Sure.
on to something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it helped we had each other. You know, I obviously sympathize with all of the kids that kind of come out of that machine because it's not easy. But I think it helped that we had it was the two of us, you know, it helped that we weren't in it alone.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, true.
And was your family super involved in your career?
Yeah. I mean, our mom helped manage us.
Yeah.
It didn't start out that way. It
Okay.
was I think over time it made sense for her to kind of be out with us and be on the road just because we were gone so much that we
Hmm.
needed a parent with us. So of course she kind of got involved in the business side of things. But I think we were lucky in the fact that like it didn't destroy our relationship, you
That's
know, with
good.
our parents. And I think that is very
Yeah.
common, you know, for young
Hmm.
actors.
Yeah. Because that could be a huge strain on a relationship.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, probably
True.
better to just not have your kid in the business and just
Sure.
say, wait until you're 18 and then I'm not risking anything.
Uh-huh.
But I also get like if a kid loves doing this and it makes them happy and it's like a fun outlet, then I get how that's really tempting. But
Hmm.
you know, I guess there's also just like you could put your kid in just an acting class too, you know, and they could just
Yeah.
That's
study
true.
and
That's
maybe
true.
they're
I
not
mean,
working.
we made
Yeah.
a lot of noise. Like we made a ruckus about wanting to do this. So I understand that our parents at that point couldn't really take it. They were just like, all right, I guess this
We
is your
gotta
life
put him
now. And
Fine.
because we
somewhere.
were minors, our mom she had no option but to be with us because we weren't of age. So it was
Yeah.
like, okay, mom, like if we're doing this, like, sorry, we're dragging you. Like she had to take us to auditions and was on
Yeah.
tour with us and on film sets with us. And so I have a lot of respect for her taking a big chunk of her life to help us pursue our dream. But I agree with Aly that now that I know what the industry entails and the amount of rejection at a really young age, I would
Mm.
say that like if I were to talk to another parent, I'm actually dealing with this right now. There's a woman I know whose kids are young who want to be in the industry and they're
Yeah.
little, but they all like there's like three of them that want to pursue it. And I just told her like I love this. And if they're showing like a genuine excitement, like my sister and I were, I think it's beautiful that you and your husband want to let them shine. But like,
Mhm.
just be careful about if this enters a professional space early, because it doesn't really need to until later.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh,
Mm.
that's so true.
It
Yeah.
can
And
just be fun, and it can be you going to an acting class, and I mean that in and of itself was enough, to keep us excited and entertained. Whether we were on a set or not, it didn't really matter.
yeah.
Yeah, as long as you're just doing it.
Yeah, as long as you're just like exercising that craft and that passion for entertaining people. And I think like AJ said, it can be a really slippery slope. If it becomes something professional and the kid isn't ready for it, or maybe they like it for a couple years and then are over it and the parents now are invested. It can be really tricky, but we got lucky.
It's a great attitude to have. I
Yeah.
think obviously you've both been through it. And when you transitioned into music and of course became Aly and AJ, did you always want it to be both of your names so you could just really be represented as yourselves? Or was there ever another thought of a different name to go by?
We just couldn't come up with anything else.
Yeah, it was just
I mean,
like
Love it.
AJ's it.
Love it. Make it easy.
right, like at a certain point, it was like, I think like Double Trouble was being talked about, like some insane, like
Double
ridiculous
trouble.
ideas, which
Mhm.
were not our ideas. And we
Yeah.
were just like, can we just go by our names? And it was like, oh yeah. And we were like, okay, cool, that's a win
Yeah.
because it's way better than
That's
Double
it?
Trouble.
Yeah.
So it was like,
Yeah. Double
Trouble.
it
trouble.
was one of those things. Looking back, I'm like, I think the band name could be a lot cooler than Aly and AJ, but it's also who we are and
It's
it is our
great.
names. And I'm
Yeah.
like, we're a brand and we've built something from the ground up for years. And why not kind of, shout that out with your name being the brand? So part of me is like, yeah, I'm fine with it now. But when we were younger, we were like, this isn't really cool. Like it's just our names. But
Oh.
way better than it could have been.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Better than Double Trouble.
Yes, or seeing double, or it's like we
Yeah.
don't need any double entendres of double.
Sure. And then obviously you write all of this incredible music and you write about past relationships and things like that. Have you ever released a song and then have someone that you wrote a song about like reach out?
It's a good question. I
Huh.
don't think I've ever had anyone reach out. No.
Good. I feel
Good.
like
I was
that's
gonna say
good.
Have
I would
you?
feel good.
I don't think so either, actually. Which, yeah, I wish my answer was different. It's like it would actually be really nice if the person was like, "Did you write this about me?" Like, I mean,
Mhm.
it would be a
Yeah.
little arrogant and
Obviously, none of
presumptuous,
these
but I would
guys
be
are
like,
really
"Wow, good
thinking.
job!"
Yeah, they're not remembering. They're just like, whatever, on with my life.
Yeah, moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's never happened. No,
Okay.
Ugh,
Okay.
maybe one day.
Yeah.
maybe one day. Maybe
Yeah.
one day. But I have been in an interview before, Aly and I both, where we were specifically speaking on a friend that we're really close to, and the question was almost being answered in a way that was like advice that we would give this friend, but we didn't name who
Oh.
it was. And the friend later like saw the interview and was like, "Was that kind of for me
Yeah.
and
Thanks
about
for
me?"
the advice.
And we were
E-
like, "It was," and she was like, "I needed that. Thank you."
Oh.
Um,
She'd wish you
It
had
was
just
really
told her.
cute.
Yeah.
It was a cute moment. It wasn't like a diss. It was like helpful information that she was like, I needed to hear that. And it was cute how it came about.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Kind of unexpected,
Yeah.
but she got
Yeah.
something good out of
Yes.
it.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
And then were you both always interested in music, or did one of you find a passion for music before the other?
I think it was both of us. I think AJ was more outgoing as a young kid. So I was a lot more shy and I was kind of her like shadow. But I think when it comes to entertainment, music was always there first.
Okay.
And we were always putting on concerts and, whether that was for our parents or family that were over at the house or babysitters, it was just, there was a lot of that going on 24/7 in our home.
Yeah.
Mhm.
A lot, a lot. I will say the music really started it all. It's just
Okay.
that the acting, I think, took off on a professional level sooner. So we were more in the spotlight for acting first.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then Hollywood Records found out, oh, these two sisters write and they record music. And would you want to put a song on Phil of the Future? And that's kind of how it all started.
They got
Wow.
the ball rolling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that it kind of helped lead to it though. Like the acting led
Mhm.
to helping
Yeah.
the music.
Yeah,
Me,
totally.
me too. I think when you're an entertainer who does both and one can really help the other, it's like a total win because that doesn't always
Yeah.
happen. A lot of
Sure.
times they
Mhm.
conflict because it's a scheduling thing, or you're like, how do I really approach both careers at the same time when one is probably going to do a little better than the other, and you're going to want to give your attention and time more to the one that's working. So
Sure.
they're not
Mm.
always helping each other in all the ways that you'd want, but in that case, it did. It was very cool.
Yeah, you could merge both worlds.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And when on this podcast, we obviously love to talk about going back to the 90s and 2000s, everything nostalgic. Is there, if you guys could think of a trend that maybe you did yourselves, or you remember seeing a friend, anyone sport in the 90s and 2000s that you would want to bring back? What trend? It could be fashion, it could be like slang. Is there anything that
100%.
stands out?
Well, I know. Okay, so I don't know if I want to bring this back, but one thing
Okay.
that I'm very like nostalgic about because I remember being obsessed with it. Two things: the little cut off fingered gloves that you would get at
Uh-huh.
Hot
I can see
Topic.
him.
I was obsessed with those, and I wore them all the time, and I had multiple ones. And then the other thing that I was obsessed with was the glitter roll on that you would put on your cheeks.
Yeah.
I loved that.
Yes.
But I don't
Mhm.
know if I want to bring that back. But I
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
I respect it, and I think that it was meant to have its little iconic moment. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It was literally like a deodorant stick that you would put
Yeah.
on your cheeks.
It was like
Yeah, it
before
was like a roll
highlighter
on, a
existed.
roll on for
Yeah.
your face. I think for me, I wouldn't really, again, I agree with Allie. I wouldn't need to bring this back necessarily, but something that makes me feel really nostalgic for like the early 2000s was inflatable furniture.
Oh,
Blow up
yes. With
chairs.
like the little like
Blow
white
up
Hot pink
beads that
chair.
were
blow
on
up
the
chairs.
Yes.
inside.
Yes, a
Yes.
blow up mattress, and also the little beads you could walk through. Like that's
Yes.
just, it's so
Oh,
sweet.
yes.
Yeah,
Transformed your
I'm
room.
down with that age. I agree.
Just really wholesome bedroom decor, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It stepped up the bedroom game so
Yeah,
much.
the bedroom game
Exactly.
was high in the
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
late 90s,
Really high.
early 2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I've just like been obsessed with, I mean, all of your albums, but especially like Love Silver Deliverer, Touch of the Beat. They're all so good. When do you guys decide together, like when you're ready to start a new album, or do like one of you get an idea first and then call the other and say, hey, let's get going?
We just write. And then the writing leads us to the album. And that's how, at
Yeah.
least with this record, it started. We started writing with Jonathan Wilson. And then from there, it just took off. And he was the one that really raised his hand and said, I want to make this record. And at that point, we were just writing to just write and
Hmm.
knowing eventually we would get in the studio. But yeah, it really started with writing with him. And then, we went back to some of our past collaborators, worked with some of them, and then we kind of looked at the collection of songs and we were like, wait, we've got an album here. Like this is like a full collection of music that all really fits in one space together.
Okay.
And we're just so proud of it. I mean, I was super pregnant when we were making that record, and we paused the album because I literally went into labor. So
Oh my gosh, Allie.
AJ finished the record with the band. It
Wow.
was wild. Like it was. I mean, there is no album that we've made in the world of Aly AJ that tops the crazy story of Silver Delivery.
It's such a good
It's
album.
true.
Thank
It's
you.
true. I mean, every now and then, thank you. I'm really proud of this record. Every now and then, Allie and I will be really intentional about like, okay, we need to start like writing for this specific thing. But it's usually like if it's holiday music and
Oh,
we
sure.
know like, okay, we need to be aware of like if we want to release this, it's got to make sense with like November, December. But like in terms of like records, like after we finish a touring cycle and that record has been put out, we're ready to write again. And then that always leads to the next record.
Okay.
Mhm.
I also really appreciate how, as like someone who loves collecting records, you guys do like the best vinyls, in my opinion.
Love
There's
them.
Thank you.
like
Yeah.
the
The look.
artwork, the
Thank you.
discs,
Mhm.
everything.
You put a lot of time
Thank
and
you.
focus on it. And it's hard being an indie act because it's not always the easiest thing to pull off financially because we're really doing this without a label backing us. But we always want the product to feel like it's quality and it's something that you want for years. And we just don't see that with every artist. So we try to be really intentional with where we cut the lacquers, the doing a gatefold in the vinyl. That's a big kind
Mm.
of thing now that no one really does, which is so
Yeah.
sad. Yeah, there's a lot of little details that go into it, so thank you for noticing.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
thank you.
Mhm.
That's a
Yeah.
huge part of our band and our business is our vinyl business. And it means a lot to us. Like Aly and I have really, really deep hand in the vinyls and the merch. So
Oh,
thank you for
cool.
Oh, the
noticing.
merch
Yeah.
too. Love it. We
Very
can't wait
much
to
so.
see
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And
it's good. It's good. This tour is really good. It's
Uh,
the the girl that did the graphics for it, we worked with really closely. Um, she does a lot of Casey Musgrave stuff, which I think is
oh,
also really,
cool.
really
Oh,
great.
cool.
And she's just really awesome and easy to. Oh, scissors!
Oh,
And
good.
she's really easy to just converse with.
He gave them to you, which is a
Yeah,
good
he
thing,
knew.
Yeah,
you
it's very good.
know?
He's in my makeup kit, which is
Hmm.
open right now. So
he
it's
he loves Ally's makeup kit because he sees her
Oh,
use it every morning. So it's
he
like
He
sees
he's
me
wants to
do
do it
that every
too.
morning, so it can entertain him for like a good like 15-20 minutes, and it's him like taking out like brushes and you know scissors and tweezers, and there's not a lot of things in there that he can't really touch, but yeah,
Yeah. You got to give them a little, especially a bag, you get 20 minutes back because they will
exactly,
sort through one by one,
totally,
pick it out. Yeah.
totally.
right.
You get it.
how is he on
Yeah.
the road?
I mean, he's really good. He's been to shows since he was like a newborn. So
Oh,
he's really used to just being, in an airplane, in a car, long drives, new time zones. We've never done a bus before, so this will be a first, him on a tour
okay.
bus. But we have a nanny out with us, which I think will be really helpful and necessary. And everybody is just like really sweet in the crew, so he'll be kind of loved on and taken care of by everybody, which is
Oh,
Oh,
that's great.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a really good group.
Oh, well, we're so excited and you both just deserve so much credit.
yeah.
We've been fans for so long and even just seeing everybody's reaction to the 20-year anniversary and these new shows and the tour and just everything that you both have been through. Aly, you're a mom now. I mean, your lives keep going and you're
Yeah.
bringing us along with it so that we can still
Um,
be there and relive the things that we love too. So we're just really excited for both of you and we can't wait to
Yeah.
see
Thank you.
it.
That's so
yeah.
sweet.
We
Yeah, we
appreciate
mean
that.
it.
It's
Yeah.
been a long journey, but it's also been very rewarding, and we have really, really amazing fans that just have such huge hearts and always share really beautiful stories with us that are so touching and so important. The music is just, for whatever reason, it's really connected with people in a way that I don't think we could have ever seen as young teen girls. And now,
Yeah.
we know how important these messages are, so we can be super intentional about the songs that we write because we know that they really have a place out there. And I know that people, need to hear the music more than ever now. So
Yeah.
it's cool that
Mhm.
that really resonates.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's really
100%.
just fun to be a fan of yours too. I feel like you're constantly finding ways to connect with fans. Like we were telling AJ, we went to your licorice pizza thing, said hi to you there. That was
Yeah.
so much fun. And
Oh, I love
just
you guys were at that.
Isn't that sweet?
Yeah,
That
I
was
love that. You
it
guys are
was
like
great.
real, like true hardcore fans. I
oh,
love
we
it.
are big
Oh,
fans, and yeah, this is like
That's
a pinch me moment for both of
yeah.
us.
Yeah.
oh, that means a lot. No, it's even cool that you guys noticed that when you were in line at Licorice Pizza. I mean, I feel like that signing was like 7
You guys
hours.
were there a long
But it
Oh
was
time.
my gosh, it
really
was long.
it was a really steady flow of people and they're all so lovely. Like they were saying, Allie, that they literally like met some of our like really sweet fans in line and we're like
Mhm.
hanging
Yeah.
out. And I was, yeah,
That's
that's our
sweet.
fan base. Like the community is
Yeah, we
so
don't we
strong.
don't have a toxic fan base, which is crazy that there are some that breed that. I don't know what that comes from, but um
Yeah.
yeah, where our fans are just really kind and like just buddies and are like staying with each other if they fly into a city and making stickers for each other and little notes and
Aw.
videoing a concert and sending it to the other fan that lives in a different state that wasn't able to come. It's just very cool.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
so fun.
It stems from both of you. I'm not like you guys are number one on the call sheet. So everyone that feels your vibes or is giving it back. Like
Trickle
even after
down.
waiting,
That's
we
sweet.
got up there and we thought they're going to be so exhausted. We almost feel bad that we're still in line, but you guys were so sweet and exactly like you are. And it just meant the world. It didn't seem to bother you at all that you had been exhausted and been there all day.
That's
Thank
sweet.
you.
Yeah,
That's
it was
really
so
sweet.
great.
That's
That
really
Yeah.
and
sweet.
just have to say that we also both just appreciate like the activism work you do. Like everything that you
Absolutely.
do like aligns so much with our morals, and just as fans, it's really cool to see too.
Yeah.
I think it's important to use our platform. It's like we do this obviously because we love music, but we also love using the music as a vehicle to talk about subjects that are really important to us. And,
Hmm.
two of those subjects are, gun reform and the LGBTQ plus space. I just saw my son bring in a shell that I don't know what you're eating, but it's scaring me. Uh,
Hmm.
He's
Everything
living
goes in
his
the
best
mouth.
life.
It all goes in the mouth. It's so stressful.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
really so stressful.
You're gonna have
I
so much
love
fun
that
with
this
him
is
on the
now
road.
Allie's frame.
I feel like I'm FaceTiming my sister with her 3 kids. This
No,
is literally
literally.
every FaceTime
It's
whenever I call
hilarious.
them in
No, this
Illinois.
is this is literally gonna be life on the tour bus. Like who knows
Yeah.
what he's gonna find on the bus. Like we have to like strip the bus when we get on there because I
Oh,
don't know
yeah.
what's like
That's so
I don't know.
true.
Are we gonna find something that he's gonna play with that's like dangerous? Another thing that's gonna be very important is that we have to put a lock on the trash chute
yes.
because all of these
Oh,
buses come with a trash chute that once you put it down there, you don't ever see the trash again. Like it gets
Oh,
it
no.
it goes down like a hole and you're like, that is gonna get
Gone.
left somewhere, but like obviously our bus driver takes care of it, but we never see it.
hmm.
So we're
No.
gonna have to put a lock because he just puts
Hmm.
things down the trash all the time.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
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 We
You're
don't
never
want him
seeing any
going
Anyway,
down. We don't
pacifier
want
again.
important things going down. Yeah.
never again. It's like our iPhones could end up in there. It's like good luck.
What a
Like
fun game.
it's a no man's land.
Yeah.
Keeps you on your
It'll be
toes.
it'll be really interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
But thank you for what you said about the philanthropy and what
Oh
you've
yeah.
noticed in the band. I think it is really important for Aly and I every time we're on tour to take out an organization, whether it's Every Town, which is who we're working with this year, or
Hmm.
Trevor Project, or To Write Love on Our Arms, or Project Heal. It's really important to us that we bring someone out every tour because we love to talk about things that matter to us on a heart level when we're on stage. And I
Hmm.
think, yes, the music is one thing and that's great, but we also see it as a platform to talk about things we really care about beyond the music. So
Yeah.
Hmm.
we'll be doing that forever.
That's so cool.
That's so awesome. We're so
Yeah.
excited. We can't wait.
Yeah. We're so excited for the show on
Yeah,
Saturday. It's gonna be
thanks.
so
Yeah.
fun. Thank you both
Awesome.
so much
Thank you both.
again.
So nice
Hi
to meet
guys, thanks
you.
so much.
All right.
No,
We'll
you
see you
guys are so
soon.
sweet. Thank you.
Yeah, so sweet.
Oh,
I'm glad this worked out.
Me
Yes.
too.
yeah,
Thank
we
you.
are
All
too. Thank you so much.
right.
See you at the show.